If you were around in the early days of this game, then you might have seen Whisper do some rather crazy things like only taking 1 damage from big meta units. She had the unique talent for building up resistances, especially against slash type damage, which was the most common attacking type in the game. But over time, attackers became stronger and resistance penetration became a lot more common, resulting in Whisper being somewhat forgotten, except by a few people who refused to let her go. But she has received a bunch of updates over time, and this week she got her level 140 Transcendence. And like the mad monkey that I am, of course I decided to level her up all the way from level 1 to level 140. At least the shards and mind spheres didn't require Visior. But now let's take a look at the team build which I have for you today. Why is Ruin Sterne here? Because he looks cool. If I can't run Kane, and good lord I did try, then this golden boy will have to do. Starting with him, he's running sort of an evasion build. He's got the Dark Odin Esper, which is pretty great for evasion. The Crocloak will also help with that. The TMR is the zombie mask, which could let him have 1 more turn to do something. And for Trust Stones, you can see the passives which he has, but generally speaking, he has the Luck set for defense and Assault for offense, for the extra kick and attack. Trust me, this old boy can pack quite a punch even now. But still, don't expect him to dodge much, but the setup can be helpful if opposing units are not particularly accurate. For vision cards, he has Anima because you want Anima in the first slot because it is an amazing card. It even provides a bit of luck and dexterity for Ruin Sterne. And you want the Maiden card in the sub-slot for a little extra luck. You might be wondering why I don't have the Maiden card in the first slot to maximize luck. Well, that's because you lose out on a lot of offense from Anima. And you can't have them together in the first slots on the team because the slash resistance penetration wouldn't stack, and you really want that to stack. We also have the One-Winged Angel here because he is the new big man after all. A very typical build in terms of equipment. The bells are only really there for the stats and not the ability, as Sephiroth can take care of his own AP problems. The Trust Stone sets are HP for the extra elemental resistance and AP to make sure that he doesn't run out. He is wearing his own card, which is mostly for the arena bonus to be honest, but if you don't really care about that, then this setup could also help with some extra area resistance for the team. The other card is pretty standard for dark slash teams. For Whisper herself, she has the Brigandine and the Pod 135 accessory, as they will provide a little area and unit resistance, as well as some much needed agility. Whisper is a very slow girl in case you didn't know. For her TMR, I've messed around with a bunch of options, from giving her more agility or to give her something with a viable ability. For now, I'm going with this one as the map is pretty small and the area resistance could come in handy. Although you have to keep in mind that this could conflict with her main buff. If she can only get 1 buff online, then she will prefer the TMR buff on this map. Well, with our setup anyway. And for Trust Stones, she has the physical set for defense and the agility set for offense. She needs all the agility she can get. Golden Ahriman is the Esper of choice as it is great for tanks. Although the Demon Wall might be better if you're going up against other dark teams. The only thing I would mention is if we were fighting against a Fire Evade team, then I'll switch the Crocloak for the Alex Ring on Ruin Sterne. With any luck, he should be at least a little accurate if he needs to be. Other than that, the team setup would be the same. On that note though, the Dark Vision cards do provide some extra accuracy, which is pretty nice. So how well can Whisper handle herself right now? Can this team of Sephiroth and a couple of weirdos get some wins? I think it's time for us to find out. Hello everybody, this is the Editor Man. We are here today to see how well this dark team is going to perform. First up, we have the common enemy in Yuffie, King Mont, and Ildira. Let's see how Whisper is able to handle them and whether our team is accurate enough or not. Ruin Sterne is the one I'm looking at to see if he can handle this for us. If Yuffie puts on her buff, that is. It's still the early days, somebody's already maxed her out apparently, but if forget that, Ildira is immediately going for her limit break targeting Whisper. So we'll get to see how well she tanks this, and Whisper handles it like a champ. Very nicely done. King Mon backs that up with an elemental and slash chain, but it's not enough. Yuffie has her guaranteed hit buff removal. So what's Sephiroth going to do? He's going to go with the Octa Slash, the limit break. Yeah, Ildira might be gone here, to be fair, and she is. Ildira is down. She's the one who doesn't have courage. Saro does have, but he's not here right now, so that's good for us. Whisper is going to put a reasonable amount of damage on King Mon. My god, for a tank that's a lot. King Mon is still Whisper is just tanking everything, including this triple hit from Yuffie. She's tanking everything. Oh my goodness, the guaranteed hit attack does not land on Yuffie. But what is Ruin Sterne going to do? He's going to delete King Mon. It's all about Yuffie now. How strong is she? And Whisper is still hanging in. Sephiroth still hanging, but he's not accurate enough. You can see he can't land anything. What is Ruin Sterne going to do? Is he accurate enough? He's going to try, and he is going to delete Yuffie. Incredible hit from Ruin Sterne. Accurate enough indeed. And that is a win for this dark team. Alright, on to match number 2. This time we are going up against an ice team featuring the ice missile girls, in Eliza, Alaya, and the best girl, Barret. From my experience, Whisper has a hard time dealing with missile penetration. So this could be a bad matchup for her. Let's see how well she tanks this. She has her buff online. They are all getting their buffs online as well. Eliza should be in range, and she is, and that does a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. And Alaya is going to get her turn next, and that means that Whisper is down. This could be a bad matchup. We are still not in range of anybody. Barret, is he going to put the hurt on Ruin Sterne? No, the evasion coming into play. Ruin Sterne dodges everything. Eliza hits Sephiroth with a sharpshoot. That might have been a bad mistake because that pissed Sephiroth off. He's going for the limit break. Is Eliza going to survive this? She is not. Barret barely survives. So the matchup is back in the favor of the dark team. Alaya can't put Sephiroth down, and what is Ruin Sterne going to do? He's just going to delete both of them. Very quick matchup. Ruin Sterne ends it real quick. Alright, it's time for match number 3. This time we are going up against a water team. That is very rare. It's Astrius, Amnelis, and Perrine. What do they have for us today? Can they break down the wall that is Whisper? Or can they survive the monstrosity that is Ruin Sterne today? Oddly enough, we have to wait and see. Our team is ready, their buffs are online, Whisper is moving up. The water team is going to stay and cast a few more buffs. They're just getting ready. They understand they have a mountain to climb. Whisper is not going to be easy to take down, and they have to be very worried about what Ruin Sterne can do. If they've been watching his games, the last few games, they will be very worried. Whisper, is he going to be in range of Astrius? No, but Astrius is going to walk up and unleash his limit break on Whisper. How much damage are we going to see? Not a lot at all. Even how much the crystal tracer doesn't do much. Perrine is not in range. He's just going to put on another buff with Amnelis. Amnelis is charging something. Sephiroth is going to interrupt that. Is he going to knock her off immediately? Nope. So he's going to get her skill off. It's the Photon Pulse. That's a lot of damage on everyone, but everybody's still alive, most importantly. Whisper almost takes out Astrius, but the courage activates. Astrius tries to counter Ruin Sterne. He misses, and oh my goodness, Ruin Sterne again deletes everyone. And oh my god, Amnelis comes back, but this is not looking great. Perrine attacks, but Ruin Sterne dodges, and this could be it. Sephiroth is going to end it. Another very quick matchup. An insane hit from Ruin Sterne. Look at that damage. Completely insane. Here we are up against a very proper and very typical dark team featuring Bold, Leela, Halloween, Lucia, and Sephiroth. But our Ruin Sterne has apparently been awakened. He's gone Super Saiyan and Ultra Instinct at the same time. And Whisper has been very hard to take down. Sephiroth hasn't had to do much today, but when he has been called upon, he has done what he needed to do. But are we going to be able to survive this very proper dark team? Sephiroth is going to move forward, not in range yet. Ruin Sterne lets out the roar, moving up ahead of Whisper, and here comes Halloween Lucia. But not a lot of damage on Whisper, and Sterne is still there. That barrier protected him from the first hit. Sephiroth is going to move forward, releases the Hell's Gate on Lucia and Sephiroth, and the opposing Sephiroth is going to do the same to us. That's a lot of damage, but everybody's still alive. Ruin Sterne moves forward, unleashes the Catastrophe. This turns out to be catastrophic for the opposing team. Again, Ruin Sterne just demolishing everything in its path right now. He's still surviving Bold Leela too. Sephiroth doesn't want to be outshined. He's going off with his limit break. Is Bold Leela going to survive? She has a mountain to climb. Nope, she is going to survive, but Ruin Sterne gets his turn, and that is the end for Bold Leela. Ruin Sterne again gets the last word. What a very outstanding performance from him today. Alright, we are going up against the Win team next, featuring Tifa, Glaciella, and the Good Father. Will the light of the crystals continue to guide us, or will the Good Father have his way? Whisper has been amazing so far. She has tanked everything, but the Win team has 3 different types of attacks in Pierce, Strike, and Magic. Will she continue to hold her ground? And Ruin Sterne has been ruining everything in his path today. This has basically been a Ruin Sterne showcase instead of a Whisper showcase. But here we go. Everybody's getting in range of each other, almost in range of each other. Will Sephiroth start things off? Nope, not yet. Ruin Sterne lets out the roar. You know what that usually means. Whisper puts on her buff and she is ready to engage and just sponge everything. Tifa starts things off with her limit break. At this speed, it basically I don't even know what's going on. And she does a reasonable amount of damage and puts the stun on Whisper. Glaciella follows up. Whisper's still there. The Good Father will put down Sterne, but Whisper is still alive somehow. What is Sephiroth going to do? Is he going to let this continue? No, the Shadow Flare comes out. Not enough damage. Everybody's still alive. Ruin Sterne, he can't kill Glaciella. That might be a very important factor here. Whisper finally goes down and Ruin Sterne won't be far behind. Glaciella goes for her limit break and Sephiroth, the physical reflex has activated. My goodness, I'm losing my voice here. And Sephiroth is still there, but Ruin Sterne is gone. What is the Holy Father going to do? He is going to hit his limit break. Will he charm Sephiroth? That would be the ultimate insult. What is going to happen? Not a lot of damage and no charm. Sephiroth, that has pissed him off. He's going for his limit break. How much damage are we going to see? And that will delete Glaciella and Tifa. The Good Father's the only one left. He's going to hold his ground too. He's trying. He's getting another turn in a row, but it's not enough damage. It's not enough damage. Sephiroth is going to move up. The Father is down. The light of the crystals have guided our path today. Alright, the last match for today, and what better way to go out than to face Yuffie and her friends one more time. The last match was very fun to watch. Whisper took everything that the fire team could throw at her and just punched it all. Just took everything. And Ruin Sterne ruined Yuffie's dreams and hopes in that order. So will Yuffie get her revenge? Will the fire team get their revenge? Or will Whisper once again just tank everything and Ruin Sterne just knock everybody down? We'll have to wait and see. Yuffie puts on her guaranteed hit nullify buff. King Mon is going to go up and just land a nice small hit on Whisper. Not a lot of damage at all. But Sephiroth is going to, for whatever reason, go for his limit break on King Mon. That's not the appropriate target and that's not a lot of damage. Oh my goodness. Whisper is going to follow that up with an attack of her own. That's still not a lot of damage. Ruin Sterne is not even near the opposing team yet, so he's just going to roar and get ready. Sorrow is not going to do a lot of damage to either Whisper or Sephiroth, and Yuffie follows that up and puts the blind on Sephiroth. That's not going to be a good thing. Sephiroth does have guaranteed hit skills. This is one of them. Will he put Sorrow down? No, he barely survives. Oh my goodness, that could be the deal breaker right there. And oh my goodness, Ruin Sterne misses Sorrow. Is this finally the Ruin Sterne of old that we're seeing? And Sorrow's going to almost knock him down. Yuffie's going to get a turn. He's going to target everybody. And Ruin Sterne is down for the first time. Whisper is almost dead. She has survived so many hits. Unbelievable. But this is one hit too many. King Mon puts her down. What is Sephiroth going to do? Going with the Shadow Flare again. Finally puts down both Sorrow and King Mon. But in return, oh my goodness, Yuffie puts down. Oh my goodness, Ruin Sterne. I can't keep up with this action. And Sephiroth can't hit Yuffie. This looks like a win for the fire team. Sephiroth is going to try again. The Shadow Flare comes out and the buff has worn off, but Yuffie survives. She goes for the Blinding Trinity, but Sephiroth physical reflex activates. Oh my goodness, he's going for the heal from the Pugilist sub-job. Oh my god. And Yuffie is going to grab a crystal to grab some HP for herself. The time is running out. How is this going to pan out? Is he going to heal again? He is. Sephiroth is still healing. What in the world is going on? The timer is almost gone. And he is not able to hit Yuffie anymore. He's just going to put on his buff, and this would be it. This is the final moment of this matchup. What an incredible match! How much damage is this Esper summon going to do? This will decide it. Sephiroth can't hit back. We have already seen that. How much damage are we going to see? And it is not a lot. Oh my goodness! Sephiroth is still ahead in HP. This is it. Sephiroth is going to win. We are going to win off of the timer. We had more HP. My voice has barely been broken, almost been broken, but what a match. Simply incredible. So there you have it. You got a good look at Whisper, you got a better look at Ruin Sterne somehow, who had decided to become Super Saiyan Super Ultra Ruin Sterne. But Whisper tanked a lot. She took a lot of hits, except for that one match against the ice missile units, in which she just went down in 2 hits. But generally you can see that if you build her right, she can take plenty of hits before she goes down. But it's still not going to make her an incredible unit. You be the judge of that, to be honest. You decide on the basis of what you've seen and on the basis of what you see yourself in the arena. Alright, that'll do it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. Don't take Ruin Sterne lightly. Never again.